More than 2,000 years ago, a small city rose from the dust of ancient Italy. It had no great wealth, no vast army, and no promise of survival. Yet this city would grow into the most powerful empire the world had ever known. From brutal battles and brilliant leaders, to grand cities and unstoppable legions, Rome shaped the course of human history. This is the story of how Rome rose, how it ruled the world, and how it fell but never truly disappeared. The rise, glory, and fall of the Roman Empire. Long before skyscrapers, nations, and modern borders, a small city was born beside the Tiber River, surrounded by hills and enemies. Rome began not as an empire but as a struggle for survival. According to ancient legend, the city was founded in 753 BC by Romulus, a warrior raised by a she-wolf. Whether myth or memory, Rome's story would soon become one of the greatest in human history. In its early years, Rome was ruled by kings, but the Romans despised tyranny. In 509 BC, they overthrew their last king and established a republic, a system where power was shared among elected leaders. This idea, rule by law, not by one man, would shape Rome's future and inspire civilizations thousands of years later. Rome's strength did not come from wealth alone. It came from discipline. Roman soldiers trained relentlessly. Their legions moved like machines, building roads, forts, and bridges wherever they marched. Rome conquered nearby rivals, then entire regions of Italy. Each victory made the Republic stronger and more ambitious. As Rome expanded across the Mediterranean, it clashed with powerful enemies. The most dangerous was Carthage, a wealthy empire in North Africa. During the Punic Wars, Rome faced the brilliant general Hannibal, who crossed the Alps with war elephants. Despite terrible losses, Rome refused to surrender. In the end, Carthage was destroyed, and Rome emerged as the dominant power of the ancient world. But success brought new problems. Wealth flooded into Rome, while farmers lost their land and the gap between rich and poor widened. Politicians fought for power. Violence entered politics. The Republic began to crack under its own weight. One man would change Rome forever: Julius Caesar. A brilliant general and popular leader, Caesar conquered Gaul and gained the loyalty of his army. When the Senate tried to stop him, he crossed the Rubicon River, igniting a civil war. Caesar emerged victorious and became dictator, but his power terrified Rome's elite. In 44 BC, he was assassinated by senators who claimed to defend the Republic. Instead, his death ended it. After years of chaos, Caesar's adopted son Octavian defeated his rivals and took the title Augustus. In 27 BC, the Roman Republic was no more. The Roman Empire had begun. Under Augustus and his successors, Rome entered a golden age known as the Pax Romana, 2 centuries of relative peace and stability. Cities flourished, roads connected distant provinces. Aqueducts delivered fresh water. Massive structures like the Colosseum displayed Rome's power and entertained the masses. At its height under Emperor Trajan, the empire stretched from Britain to Mesopotamia, ruling over more than 60 million people. Roman law, language, and culture unified diverse lands. Even conquered peoples were often granted citizenship, binding them to Rome, but no empire lasts forever. Over time, corruption weakened leadership. Emperors were made and destroyed by the army. Economic troubles, inflation, and heavy taxes burdened citizens. Rome became too large to govern as one. In the 3rd century, crisis struck. Civil wars, plagues, and invasions nearly destroyed the empire. To survive, Emperor Diocletian divided it into 2 parts, the Western and Eastern Roman empires. The East grew stronger, centered in Constantinople, while the West slowly declined. As barbarian tribes pushed into Roman lands, the Western Empire collapsed. In 476 AD, the last Roman emperor in the West was removed from power. Rome, once the ruler of the world, fell into silence, yet Rome never truly vanished. The Eastern Empire, later called the Byzantine Empire, would survive for another 1,000 years. Roman law became the foundation of modern legal systems. Latin evolved into modern languages. Roman roads, ideas, and architecture shaped Europe and beyond. Rome did not die, it transformed. And today, when we speak of government, engineering, armies, or law, we are still walking in the shadow of the Roman Empire. In the end, Rome did not fall in a single day, nor did it vanish into history without a trace. It faded slowly, worn down by its own size, its endless ambition, and the weight of ruling the world. Armies failed, emperors fell, and the city that once commanded nations was left in silence. But Rome's true power was never only in its legions or its emperors. It lived in its ideas. Roman laws became the foundation of modern justice. Roman roads shaped global trade. Roman language evolved into the words we still speak today. Long after its banners fell, Rome continued to rule not through conquest but through influence. Its legacy flows through our governments, our cities, and our civilization itself. Empires rise and empires fall, but Rome became something greater than an empire. Rome became eternal.